Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial I'll be explaining how to upload, edit and insert an image into your Elastic website. Let's start by having a look at the image itself. So if you look at this image over here, this is the image that I want to upload to my website. Now there's a few things we have to be careful about before we start. First of all, that it is actually an image file. You can see here that it ends in .jpg. This is a JPEG image, an image file. The most common image files are .jpeg, .gif, GIF, and .png. So if you're trying to upload something else, you may have troubles and it may not be an image file. If we look at the properties of this image, I can just right click on my image and go to properties. I can see a few things. First of all, the image is 1.45 megabytes. This is a very large image, far too large to use in a website. This is the sort of size though that you'll get straight off your camera. So if you take a photo of a product or a building or something that you want on your website, the image will be too large at 1.45 megabytes. We want it to be more like 100 kilobytes or something around that size. Now the other thing, if I just go to details here, I can have a look at the size of the image. This image is 2,816 pixels by 2,112 pixels wide. The issue that we've got here is that that size image is actually bigger than my entire screen. So can you imagine putting a huge picture on top of your screen? That's the real size of this picture. Whenever we view this picture, if I bring it up here, can you see here? It says 28%, meaning we're only seeing the picture at 28% of its actual size. This picture is too big to use in a web page. So we'll be looking in a little while how to shrink it down and make it the right size for a web page. Okay, let's go to our website. I'm using the Google Chrome browser today. I recommend that. I think that's the best browser to use. And I've navigated to the website. So I can see here in the address bar, this is the website that I'll be editing today. This section over here called page content, now this could be anywhere on your site, but this is where I want my photo to end up, is just here. So I'm going to log in, scroll to the bottom of my screen, click login, come here and enter my details. Now if you've forgotten your login details, you can click this link here, enter your admin email, hit submit, and your login details will get emailed to you. But I know my login details, so I'm going to log straight in. I know I'm in the right place because this is my website up here that I'm working on. So I'm just going to enter my login details and log straight in. Okay, so I've come here to the dashboard, and the first thing I want to do is come over here to this media section just here, and I can see there's a range of options here. I'll be uploading an image, so images is the area that I'm most interested in, but before that I'm going to go to this option, add/edit albums. Here what I can do is I can create albums, and this is a way of organizing the images on my website. I'm going to click add new album, and I'm going to call this album house photos because I'm uploading the image that is a house. So let's go there. So you can see here I've now got an album called house photos. Come over here to images, and here are all the images that I've currently got uploaded. Now this drop down lets me go and see all my different albums. So I'm going to go over to house photos, and you'll see of course there's no photos here, no images, because I've only just created the album. I'll click add a new image, and now I've got the option to add an image. You'll see here I'm going to add images to the album house photos. If you change your mind at this point, you can select one of your other albums, but I'm going to use house photos. I click on select images, and now I need to navigate to where I've got my image, and in this case it's actually here. This is my image. Now I can upload more than one image. On a Windows computer, if I hold down the control button, I can actually select several images to upload. And on a Mac you use the command button, but in this case I actually just want to upload this one image of the house, but I'll do two just so you can see the process. Select the images that I want. This iPad image here is 73 kilobytes, that's a better size. This house image is 1.45 megabytes, far too large. But let's upload them both anyway. I click open and the upload will start automatically. This one that's going quite slowly is my house image because it's a large file. We'll just wait for that to upload. And you'll see the iPad image will upload much quicker. There it is, much quicker. Great, my uploads have been successful. There's a couple of thumbnails there. And now these images are no longer on your computer. They've actually gone across the internet and they're on the server now, your web server. Let's come here to images. I'll go to house photos. And here's my two images that I've uploaded, the picture of the house and the picture of the iPad. Now, I don't really need that picture of the iPad, but I'll leave it there for now. But what we can see here is the sizes of these images. So the house photo, 2,816 pixels wide, height 2,112 pixels wide. So a big photo. What I'll do is I will insert this photo at this current size so that you can see what happens on your website if you don't shrink it down. I'll come over here to add and edit pages. Another part here though is to click the home. This is my page where I want to add the image. I can just click this edit link at the top here and it'll directly take me to the edit page for that particular page of my website. Page content, this is where I want my image to go. And if you look over here, what you'll notice is there's some information about the size of the space that I've got available. So if you'll remember, that image is over 2,000 pixels wide, but I've only actually got 475 pixels of space to work with. So let's see what happens if I just insert the image. So in this box here, I've clicked where I want the image to go. I come here to images, click on the insert button. I'm going to find the album where my image is, house photos. And there's my iPad, and here's the image I actually want. You can see again, it's 2,816 wide, but I've only got 475 pixels of space. Let's see what happens when I insert it. There we go. Now you can see how big that image is? It's huge. It's much bigger than the space I've got available. And when I click Save and View, we'll see what effect that has. Alright, so there's the corner, but my image has gone right off the web page, right over here, and it's huge. It's far too big for what I need. I need this image to be much smaller than that. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I'm going to come back to media, back to images. I'm going to go to house photos, and there's my house photo. Now you can see too wide. If you remember, that column was 475 pixels wide. So I want my image to be 475 pixels wide or less. I'll click edit. Here's my details again. Scroll down to the controls, and you see here it says Resize settings. I want my width to be, let's make it a little smaller, say 470 pixels wide. You'll notice that the height here has adjusted automatically. If I tick this box, it won't delete my original image. It will keep it and create a new image that's smaller. This is great if you want to have an original image and create a range of different sized images from that original. But I only need the one image, so I'm not going to keep the image. I'm going to have that box unticked and I'm going to click Resize Image. Wait for a few seconds for the server to do its work, and now, see here, the image is much smaller than what it was a moment ago. It's only 470 pixels wide, not over 2000 pixels wide. And if we have a look here at the file size, the photo is actually 22 kilobytes, a much better size for a web image. If I wanted to at this point, I can change my alt tags, my title tags. It's good to put something descriptive here, so I might put in house photo and house photo, hit save. Here's my house photo, and now we can see the width is 470 pixels, the height is 352 pixels, and the image size 22 kilobytes. Let's now go and insert it where we want it in the page. If I click Add Edit Pages, click on Home Page because that's the page I want to edit right now. Scroll down. Here's my old image. I don't want this, it's too big, so click it, delete it, and I'm going to insert from House Photos my new house picture, 470 pixels. Click on it, it's inserted, there we go. If you want to center this image, you can click on the image, you can click center here, or you can go Edit, Center, and we've centered the image in the box, in the space there. Now when I click Save and View, there we go. A perfect image, perfectly placed in my web page and exactly the right size for what I need. If you want to place more images into your site, hit Edit, or you can hit this edit link here. Scroll down. So here's my original image. If I click on the right of that image and then hit enter, the cursor goes to the line below, and now I can insert another image. I'm going to insert the house again. I'm going to center that image, hit Save and View, and you'll see here the two images on top of each other. And that is the main part of uploading, editing, resizing, and inserting an image. Good luck, practice, and if you have any questions, remember to email us, support@gozone.com.au.